It is common knowledge that Beyoncé does not speak. Like, when have we heard Beyoncé speak last? She rarely does interviews. She doesn't show her personality much apart from in her music. She doesn't use social media. Like, you're not gonna try and convince me that she's the one posting her pictures on Instagram. She rarely goes to award shows. She doesn't really go to the Met Gala. She doesn't really do much apart from music.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia, and today we're gonna talk about the power of privacy, because I feel like oversharing does a lot more harm than it does good on or off social media. I feel like in this day and age, people make you feel like you need to overshare in order to come off as authentic, in order to come off as, oh yeah, I'm just being myself, like in order to make friends or be cool with people. Like, you don't have to overshare every single detail of your life. You don't. That's a lie from the depths of hell. One person that I can say that keeps her life on lockdown is Miss Beyoncé Knowles. A lot of her criticism, at least in recent years, has been like, oh, she doesn't talk. She doesn't talk to us. We don't feel like we know her. She only talks to us when she wants to sell us something. And honestly, I don't really mind it. I don't mind it. And here's the reason why. Because when she was younger, when she was up and coming, like in Destiny's Child, when she just went solo, she was talking to us. She was doing interview after interview.
We had the helicopter scene. The helicopter comes close and Kelly's wig flies completely off of her head. And we're running. They think we're running away from the helicopter because the sand is beating us. But we're running after her wig like, woo! And I said, my wig! Why you all mad at me?
You said you got pictures of everybody you love, and you don't have no picture of me and Michelle. But you gonna kick us out, Destiny's Child, now or something?
What's the deal?
And now it's time to fight. Turn the cameras on.
I had to transform myself. It was hard wearing the different types of clothes, and I showed a little bit of cleavage.
She was fine. It took her a while, but she's got it now. So I'm like, all right, girl.
She was hosting on the red carpet, at award shows.
Have a password.
I'm wearing a little bit of leather, baby. Got a sock in the crotch. You know how we do.
Okay, let's go to Chris. You look so hot, and you have to introduce this dog. Y'all are going to be tripped out when y'all know the name of this dog.
His name's
She was talking to us, and you know what she got in return? She got called out of her name. She got criticized. She got told that she couldn't talk. Wendy Williams literally said that Beyoncé can't talk and that she sounds like a 5-year-old and that she sounds uneducated. Like, that's what she got.
This documentary has our staff here at Wendy divided. Half the people are hating hard and saying, why is she doing a documentary? We know all that there is to know. I'm not one of those people. I am a Beyoncé fan, and I have to tell you, I'm going to be watching this documentary, even if she doesn't introduce us to new stuff, even if she tells us that story about how her daddy used to have them run in high heels again. I'm watching. Because fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. You know, Beyoncé can't talk. Beyoncé sounds like she's got a 5th grade education. She can't talk. Excuse me, I just said I'm a fan, but we have to call a spade a spade.
That is what was given to her. So honestly, I don't mind that she doesn't talk to us, because if that's all I got in return, I wouldn't do interviews or anything like that either. I'm not a part of the Beehive. I'm not even gonna act like I am. I'm very much a casual listener of Beyoncé. But with that being said, I don't mind her not talking to us, because you kind of get a glimpse into her life through her art. And honestly, we don't even know if that's a real glimpse or not. These songs could be written from anybody's point of view. We don't know if it's written from her point of view. But what I like about Beyoncé is, to even get a glimpse inside of her life, you have to consume her art. And if you don't consume her art, and you just want all of her personal business handed to you on a platter, then honestly, you weren't that interested to begin with. So to put it plainly, like, the things that are to be known about Beyonce, her thoughts, her dreams, her goals, her fears, anxiety, those things are known by the people who actually matter. And we are not them. We're not them. And that's okay. We are just consumers of her art. So I just think that that is something to be applied to our normal everyday lives. Because we're not Beyonce. I'm not about to get on a stage and bust out an 8 count. Like, I'm not a dancer whatsoever. It's not like I know Beyonce. I can't text her and be like, hey B, how do you feel now that you don't talk to us? Like, I can't. But just me, just an opinion, I can say that she probably has a lot more peace being private than she did telling us a little bit of her business. Because I'm pretty sure she has a lot more peace now. And so I feel like that is something to be applied to our everyday lives. Because everybody don't need to know everything. The people that actually matter in our lives should know the things. If you know me, you know that I am a huge advocate for living a quiet and private life. Not a secret life, not anything like that, but just private and quiet. That's the name of the game. So some things that I choose not to share are things like romantic relationships. For example, I just got married over the weekend. You guys might see like 1 or 2 pictures. You're gonna know that I am with someone. You're gonna know I have someone. But the ins and outs of our relationship, I feel like if you're in a happy relationship, it should be yours. Like, it shouldn't be up for other people's consumption, because you never know who's projecting. You never know who secretly wants you guys to split. You never know people who have ill intent. I should not go on social media and know exactly what is going on between you and your partner. Get a journal and write in it. It shouldn't be going to work and knowing what is going on between you and your partner. If we have multiple degrees of separation between us, I should not know certain things about you. Keep it in the vault. But again, the people that need to know should know. And also the ins and outs of like family drama or like just family anything. I don't really think it's any of our business whatsoever. Keep it in the vault. Unless you're a Kardashian, because they literally built a brand off of their oversharing. So another thing that I decided to just keep in the vault is my religious spiritual journey. When I started out on YouTube, I was posting Christian content. I wanted to just show the journey of me like going through this relationship with God and like the ups and downs, but I abruptly stopped, as you can see, because I didn't really want to open up that side of my life to comments or to criticism from anybody outside of my circle. I had to put my own mental health first, okay? Really, the only people that I wanted to be able to comment on my relationship with God are people that know me and they know my character, they know my heart. For me, my journey is something that should be kept to myself. Other people, they have the armor and everything to be able to share that part of themselves online and be fine. Me personally, I don't. Notice how the things that I don't speak on are the things that I don't want comments on. Whenever you tell people certain things about you, certain things about your personal life, you're opening yourself up to receiving commentary about it. And to be honest, if I don't want commentary about it, I ain't gonna tell you. Because we've seen time and time again when someone would, post a little moment on social media. I think the moment going around right now is the wedding vows.
Me and you. I wish I did it back then, but you know, I just wanted you back. I just wanted to hit back then. I ain't gonna hold you. I seen you. I ain't gonna hold you. You walked on the boat 2009. I saw you, little dark skin thing. And I'm like, yo, who was that? You know? But you know what? I usually crack a Tracy smile and they come running. You? It took time.
People are doing entire think pieces, like entire think pieces on the type of woman she is, the type of man he is, the type of marriage that they're gonna have. And it's like,
yeah, I've seen plenty of women talking about, oh, I would never, if a man said that about me at my wedding during his vows, the wedding would be off, I'd walk out on him, all of that. And to the women who are saying that, I would say that I'm pretty sure you all wouldn't settle for a shut up ring like she did. And this is no shade to her. I'm not trying to, you know, shame her for her decision, because it's her choice. But based on how he's behaving, this is absolutely a shut up ring situation. And what I find with women who settle for shut up rings is that they view the wedding as a any means necessary situation, where they have put in X amount of time, X amount of effort, sacrificed so much of themselves after so long that they're not leaving without a ring and a wedding. They're not doing it. They've gone through way too much for them to end up and leave with nothing. They're leaving with something. And to a lot of them, that is a marriage. That is the reward to them for having put up with all the foolishness and the mess. And so that is why there was a wedding. They have been in cahoots since 2009. That is 14, almost 15 years of what I'm sure was foolishness. And he finally gave her a ring. She finally gets what she has been patiently waiting for. She finally gets what she has been, you know, asking for all of these years. He's finally giving it to her. And you think some little comment about what he thought when we first met is going to stop me from marrying this man and getting my prize? A lot of these women in situations like this become so fixated on the reward of becoming a wife that they get tunnel vision, and all of the hoopla, all of the obstacles that stand in her way between now and that wedding, that marriage, that misses in front of their name, is just, you know, collateral damage that's in the pursuit. Not realizing that in them streamlining down to that path, they are destroying every bit of their essence, their pride, their happiness, their respect, all of that in the process. I mean, when you looked at, when the camera panned to her face in the video, she doesn't look happy. She doesn't look joyous. She's not radiating in her face. She's just kind of there. And that's where I tell women, like, you can't look at the wedding as the finish line, and all you have to do is just put up with some to finally get what you want. Because when you look at it that way, you end up being drugged through the mud to get that reward. And by the time you get the reward, you are battered, beaten blue, bloody, and internally, mentally, all of that. But hey, you got the wedding. And the other part of this is that water meets at its level. And for her to have been in cahoots with a man like this for 14, almost 15 years, something in her has to feel aligned with him. Something in her has to feel like this is her equal. This is what she deserves. This is the kind of treatment that is aligned with what she thinks she deserves. She has to feel comfortable enough to be a part of it. Otherwise, she wouldn't be sitting across from him at a wedding. So while yes, it is sad to sit there and listen to him say those things about her, I'm pretty sure that she, at this point, is just fine being there. And I'm also pretty sure that we are going to hear from her pretty soon, telling us to back off and mind our business. So, yeah.
Now you got to fight for your life in the comments because you shared this part of your wedding day. Like, you shared this. If you didn't want commentary on it, don't share it. And that's the thing. People do that online and people do that in real life. The thing about people is they want to try to put 2 and 2 together, even if they only have 0.5. You give them 5% of the information, they're going to make up the other 95%. Why offer up information that you don't want people's opinions on, that you don't want commentary on, that you don't want criticisms on? Like, you got to pick and choose. There's a level of discernment that you have to have. Did I say that right? Discernment. There's a level of discernment that you have to have when you are getting to know people and when you're just giving people information about yourself. And honestly, in my personal life, I just find that privacy equals peace. And just like I said in the beginning of this video, you don't have to overshare to feel accepted or to feel like this is the only way I can make friends, this is the only way I can relate to people. And it can just turn into a really sloppy, toxic cycle of people just trying to get information out of you in order to turn around and just to talk about you or criticize you. Never know who's trying to monitor you or who's in competition with you. So privacy equals peace. That's all I can say. Privacy, in my humble opinion, equals peace. So yeah, if you are still hearing my voice, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing night whenever you're watching this. Bye.